Hi guys, it's Yuri and today I'm going to talk about K-beauty. So what is K-beauty? A lot of people come to Korea and are amazed by Korean people's skin. And they wonder, how do they all have glass skin? How is their skin so shiny and moist? What kind of cosmetics do they use? Koreans are very interested in cosmetics. In Korea, you can find just as many cosmetic stores as you can find convenience stores. Yes, K-beauty is all about healthy and clean skin. Especially, Koreans are very interested in moisturizing, anti-aging, and brightening. Today, I'm going to talk about brightening. Many Korean celebrities come out on TV with beautiful bright glass skin, just like babies. So many Korean people are so obsessed with brightening that they go to the doctor to get laser or brightening injections. But first, what actually is brightening? Many people think that brightening means becoming more pale, but that's not true. It's actually about getting your youngest skin cells back. The skin is composed of the epidermis and the dermis, and the epidermis again is divided into many little layers. The epidermis contains melatonin, which is what makes your skin look dull and dark. The melanocytes in your skin start to synthesize melanin, and the tiny little black cells start to come together to form blemishes or freckles. This formation of melanin moves to the periphery of the keratinocyte, which eventually turns dull and dark. But what causes melanin to synthesize? That's right, it's ultraviolet radiation, which is why you always have to wear sunscreen. Remember that. I told you earlier that sunscreen is very important, but is a high SPF always good for your skin? I mean, some people put on sunscreen every day and still get skin trouble. The important thing here is to find sunscreen that matches your skin type. On every sunscreen product, you can easily see the SPF and the PA, right? The SPF stands for UVB blocking. The number next to it means duration time. The number multiplied by 15 is the blocking duration. The PA refers to the UVA. The plus sign next to the PA means the blocking effect. The more plus signs, the stronger the blocking effect. Well then, won't it be a good idea to choose a sunscreen with the highest number? Well, actually, the higher the number, the more chemical stimulates your skin, so this actually isn't the best way to choose. Even if the number is low, it might be better for your skin to apply it in layers. So now let me tell you guys about the different types of sunscreen. You can divide sunscreen into two different categories, physical and chemical. Physical sunscreen blocks ultraviolet rays by bouncing it outward, and chemical sunscreen absorbs the ultraviolet rays, changing it into heat to block it. Well, of course these two have pros and cons. When you use sunscreen sometimes, turbidity occurs, and this turbidity occurs a lot more with physical sunscreen. But chemical sunscreen doesn't get grayish, so it's great to apply before makeup. But physical sunscreen lasts longer than chemical sunscreen, so if you're using chemical sunscreen, make sure to reapply it every couple of hours. Chemical sunscreen is easier to cleanse because physical sunscreen has fat-forming elements. So if you're using physical sunscreen, make sure that you cleanse it thoroughly. Physical sunscreen is also a lot milder than chemical sunscreen, so products for babies and people with sensitive skin often contains physical sunscreen. When you go to the market to buy sunscreen, it's actually really difficult to figure out which is chemical and which is physical. This is because most products don't actually mention it. Then you should check for two things: zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. These components represent physical sunscreen, so if you find it on a label, that means that that sunscreen is either purely physical or physical mixed with chemical. So here's a question that a lot of people ask. If I use a BB cream or a CC cream or a foundation with SPF, is it okay to just skip the sunblock? Well, I don't think so. Because if you want to see a proper sunscreen effect from these, it means that you have to put on a lot of layers, and this will make your makeup look super bad and cakey. So I really recommend that you do use a sunscreen before putting on any foundation. And some people also think that if they only use sunscreen, then they could cleanse it off really easily. Well, that is also very wrong. Sunscreen is actually like any other product, so if you don't cleanse it off properly, then it'll make you get skin problems. Oh, and one more thing. If you used waterproof sunscreen, then it's a good idea to wash it maybe 2 or 3 times. Now, we all know that sunscreen can prevent your skin from becoming dull. But how do we change already dull skin into clear skin, like a baby's? There are actually so many brightening products in the market these days. It's actually harder to find a non-brightening product than it is to find a brightening one. Today, I'll show you another easy homemade pack. Ta-da! It's the cucumber pack. Usually, you can just slice cucumbers thin and put it on your face, but this time I'll add flour, because flour is also good for whitening. What you just need to do is to grind the cucumber in a blender and to mix it with flour. And just put it on with a brush. Isn't it so simple? Oh, and exfoliation is also really important for whitening. The details of the wash-off face mask are in a previous video, so please go check it out. Besides using the wash-off face mask, you can also use this very super moist gel moisturizer from Answer From. This moisturizer not only hydrates your skin, but also helps to remove dead skin cells. The product's details is on the last video, so please go and check it out. Lastly, I want to show you guys a great superfood for brightening. Ta-da! It's broccoli. Broccoli contains a lot of vitamin C and sulforaphane, which is a skin immunization ingredient. Melanin is synthesized because of ultraviolet rays, but the enzyme that creates the pigment melanin, the tyrosinase, is completely blocked. It even eases the marks that have already appeared. Now you know why your parents have tried to feed you broccoli growing up. They even tried to sneak it in our mac and cheese. But please eat a lot of broccoli because it's so good for you. And now I will show you guys how to eat broccoli more conveniently. This juice is super popular in Korea. We call it the brightening juice. All you need is broccoli, tomatoes, and milk or soy milk. First, you have to blanch the broccoli and the tomatoes. And then just put it in the grinder to grind. It's so good. I feel so healthy. Actually, it just tastes a bit like tomato juice. Today's topic was K-beauty brightening. I really hope to help you guys. If you liked it, please give us a huge thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!